Yo, what's going on? Chavo Guerrero Jr. here, giving a big shout out to Wrestling Rehab. Keep watching, keep listening, and Viva la Raza.
Órale. Órale, Cholo Trucker Wrestling Rehab. Shout outs to all the junkies out there. The road to WrestleMania officially begins today, tonight. The road to WrestleMania 40. Let me go ahead and tag in my tag team partner. He is the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion, but not the greatest. Gunther from the LA Times. One, Mr. Pablo.
What's happening? How you doing, man?
Good, 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 homie. You excited?
Yeah, I gotta be honest though, I'm a little underwhelmed when I heard some of the people who are going to be in the Rumble. The
Right,
women's and
right.
the men's. A lot of NXT people coming in supposedly, a lot of B-listers too. So that's Triple H though. That's what he does, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah. And by the way, I want to go ahead and put it out there to all the junkies. Yes, we understand there's a lot of news breaking with the WWE. We'll get into that on another one. We're just gonna stick with the Rumble for this. But yeah, a lot of changes coming. But
Yes, sir.
there, Paul, before we get into and start dissecting all this, there's only four matches. You
Yes.
cool? You cool with that? Is there anything else that you would have liked to have seen? Would you have liked to seen the Intercontinental Championship be defended? Would you have liked to see the tag team titles? Would you have liked to see, I know Seth Rollins is injured, but would you have liked to see something a little bit more?
Yeah, I would have liked to seen like the Judgment Day defend the tag team titles or something like that. You're putting everybody into one match, and it's kind of like, dude, a lot of people are gonna get thrown out, a lot of favorites, but like having the Judgment Day do their own thing, dude, that would have been dope. Yeah, I think they dropped the
Okay.
ball a little on that. Yeah, but four matches, you got to figure each match is probably going to go close to 90 minutes, so it's going to fill up the time. So we'll see, man. But yeah, I would have liked to see the Judgment Day for sure. If not,
Yeah.
it would have been neat to see. I know a lot of people don't like them, but the Mexican faction, I forgot his name, man. The guy from Mexico,
Oh,
that
yeah, yeah.
guy, him go against. I would have liked to see him and Carlito in something like that. That guy's growing on me, man. He's a good wrestler. That I
The,
forget his name right now.
you talking about the guy that went heel?
Yes, 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 yes.
Santos Escobar.
Yeah, man, he's growing on me, bro. He has potential to be pretty good, man. His heel, his
He
heel, his heel work's believable. It's believable.
Oh, okay, okay, and we're definitely gonna get into the Rumble. But what I didn't like last night on SmackDown is he's a heel and he walks up to get his number, and Bobby Lashley like kind of
Ooh,
punks him a little bit. He gives him like the fist to the jaw,
yes,
and
yes.
I'm like, ah, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like
No, that was
let's not
messed
do that.
up.
Yeah, if you want to talk smack to one another, then do that. But you're gonna give the guy like a little knuckles to the jaw, and he just stands there like, I don't know. That kind of messed it up for me a little bit.
Yeah, dude, and I think Bobby hit him harder than you think, man. It looked pretty hard, bro. And he's and the guy said in Spanish something like, you don't want to mess with me or cross me. But dude, he already did. He punked you,
Right,
dude.
right. Yeah, man.
Dude. And I don't know really, if you rewatch it, Bobby hit him a little harder than you think, man. It's it,
Yeah.
it was a little harder than you think.
Okay, so as we get into Royal Rumble, is there anything that happened on SmackDown or on Raw for that matter that's making you change anything of what you think about the Rumble?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing at all. Well, yeah, it actually seems. We'll get into it later, but the one thing that changed, it seems like they're really pushing Becky. It seems like they're really
Mm.
pushing Becky Lynch. So, man, come on, man. We had enough of that lady, bro. So,
Wow.
I mean, come on, bro. How many times can you push Becky, bro? It's like, dude, let's get some other blood in there. So,
Paul showing zero love for the Fighting Irish.
nah, she's great, man. She's great. She could still go, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know, man. Her time's getting coming to an end. But that's what they say about Charlotte, and I support Charlotte,
Right.
right? So, you know, I
The
don't know.
greatest of all. Yeah, the GOAT. Hands down to me, Charlotte. Definitely.
Yes, yes.
Esther
But
Benny from the Box State. What's up, Vato?
what's up, Benny? But nothing's really changed for me, man, except I noticed they're pushing her now. I was wondering why they pushed Naya. I mean, they pushed Naya a couple weeks
Mm,
ago, but now it seems
mm.
like Becky's making the comeback.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and let's get into the Rumble, man, as we start dissecting, as we begin the road to WrestleMania.
Yeah. Shall we start with one of the Rumble matches?
I heard a little earlier that the female Rumble match is going to start off the show.
Woo, bro, they always tear it down. Well, at least last year, bro, they
Yeah,
tore it down. Let's start with that one, man. And we'll end with the men's. We'll put
let's
everything else
do
in the
it.
middle. All right.
Apparently that's how it's supposed to be going. Apparently.
That's what they did last year. And dude,
Okay.
they outdid the men, I think. So on the cover of WWE for tonight's match, they got Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, Bailey, and Nia Jax, man. They got
Mm,
them on the cover. And
mm.
they're on I know there's more, but on WWE, those are the ones that they're really pushing. So
Right.
I
Right.
would say probably one of them is going to win. So what's your first thoughts, man?
Um, I like the fact that they're pushing Nia Jax. I like the fact
Uh-huh.
that they had her squash Becky a while back. But you're right. It's like they squash Becky, but they don't want to make her irrelevant either. So they're giving her like a little push to so she could stay relevant, so she could stay the man, even
Yeah,
though Nia beat her hands down. She didn't cheat or anything.
right.
Um, I I've been saying this for I've been thinking this for a while, Paul. I want because mommy is on another level, right?
Yes.
I want Nia to win the Royal Rumble and go after mommy.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Yes, because Nia has been being she's continually been getting built more and more and more ever since her return. She's really been getting she's really been squashing everybody, man. That's why I didn't like a few weeks back that mommy came out and went face to face with Nia. Like, no, 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 no. Keep them away from each other and let Nia, attack mommy like, I don't know, 3 weeks before WrestleMania or something, or a month before
Right.
WrestleMania and say, I choose you. Something like that. But I do I'm wondering who's gonna be first, Paul. Who do you think's gonna be number one and number two to start off the Rumble? Do you think it's gonna be anybody as significant?
Man, I'm thinking probably somebody like a Bianca.
Okay.
Somebody who could go. I don't know that they would put Nia first, man, because Nia, she's a bigger girl. She's gonna get more tired, bro. To last in there that
Mm.
long. I'm thinking somebody like a Bianca, but if Becky comes out first, probably know she's gonna take it, you know.
You know what? Okay. I'm actually gonna say if Becky comes out number one, number two, because there's really no difference whether you come out number one or number two, but everybody just thinks about number one, right?
Right, right.
I could see Becky coming out number one or number two and then getting eliminated. I don't know. Paul, do you know who holds the record for the women for being in there the longest? Does anybody know?
Isn't it mommy?
Is it?
I think so, bro. I think it's mommy now. I think she came in. I think she was number one or number two, right? And she lasted and won. You know?
Last year when she took on Charlotte.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I believe it's her. I believe
Okay,
it's her.
okay.
Don't quote me on that, but she's right there. If not,
Okay, look, I'll be honest, man. I think it would be a disaster if Becky wins the Royal Rumble. It's just it's not gonna work, big dog. It's not going to work. When you see Becky, I don't want to see her against Io Sky. I don't care about that match. I don't I don't want to see her against Mommy either. By the way, I think Mommy has surpassed her, and Becky's actually below that. I
I
don't.
agree. I agree.
Yeah, and word is that this is going to be her final year. So I would say give her some good ring time. Have her come out number one or number two, or just have it be number one since number one sticks out more. Have her come out number one, and have her stay in there till like the very end, right? Let it be. Let her be like the last one or second to last or the final four in there, so she could stay with that respect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So what I would say too is like for me, when you start talking about Becky, it's about believability. Do you believe she could really beat these other people in real life? I would much rather see Bianca, over Becky. I think
I
Bianca's a more exciting. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I would too. As Benny's saying, remember the one and only mommy was China, not this fake one. Damn.
Hey,
Damn.
the other day, me and you both like the Judgment Day. So the
Right,
the
yeah.
other day we were talking, and Benny's you guys might as well join the Judgment Day, bro. Oh
I
man, big
I
Asho.
I am an honorary member of the Judgment Day.
Yes,
Dominic
sir.
let me in. Yeah,
That's
Dominic.
right.
Dominic's the one that put me on, Holmes.
That's right.
So
Not our truth. Uh, so
no.
man, let me break down my thoughts on this whole thing, right?
Uh-huh.
Um, I know you haven't made your pick yet. We'll do that right now, but
Right.
listen, my thoughts. A couple of ways it could go. The obvious one is let's talk about Nia Jax. Nia Jax would be the best for the hardcore wrestling fan, I think.
Mm,
Yeah, Nia Jax and Mommy, my gosh, that would be great. That would be a great man. You don't know who's gonna win. The Rock's cousin, whatever, man. That would be awesome. It seems like they're really pushing the Rock's family now, right? With his
right.
daughter in there.
Yeah.
That would be neat. Always, Bianca Belair, she's always exciting. She's right there. She got some good fan base. She's fun. She could go. Uh, I don't think people are sick of her yet. Another talk of the town is Bailey. That Bailey could be winning it all and going on to challenge Io Sky, her own partner. That would be
Mhm.
interesting. There's one other person that they've talked about too, under the wrestling heads have, is Jade Cargill. That tonight could be the night that she comes in, and most
Mm.
people say if Jade Cargill comes tonight, they've been hiding her for so long with her physique and her personality that if you bring her out and she loses, it's a waste. So if you see Jade Cargill, she should be the winner. That would be a surprise one. Jade Cargill and Mommy at WrestleMania. That would be dope. The other
Mm.
one is they were saying, which I believe she's going to AEW, is Sasha Banks. And
Mm.
that would be an interesting one. But my pick, I believe in Triple H's mind is he sees Becky Lynch as the best in his mind. And I think when they're thinking about the winner of this is going to headline WrestleMania, I think there's no match they want to put more bigger than Becky Lynch versus Mommy. That just sounds good. It sells money. If it is her last year, to see if she has one more run, I think my pick, it's going to be Becky Lynch. I don't want it to be Becky Lynch. I would rather have Jade Cargill or any of these other girls I mentioned. But I'm going to go with Becky Lynch. That she's going to outlast everybody and become the winner. But I'll preface that saying if Jade Cargill comes out, she's definitely winning.
Good gosh, man. I'm not necessarily disagreeing with you. I get what you're saying. It's like if you had to put Fedia down, you can't go with what you want. You got to go with what you believe is going to happen.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, okay. Um, everyone, you brought up a couple of good points. All right. First of all, everybody is thinking about mommy. Everyone is thinking about Rio Ripley. Nobody's thinking about Io Sky. And I've said it before. She's not popular like that the way she once was when she was chasing the strap.
Right.
There was the Kabuki Warriors won the tag team titles last night at SmackDown, and Bailey and as Benny is pointing it out right here, it's been a few weeks that they've kind of been, giving Bailey the cold shoulder,
Yes.
right? So you could build a story like that. You probably don't need the Royal Rumble winner to go after Rhea Ripley. You could have that'd be one heck of a story. Bailey against Io Sky. I don't
Yes.
think it tops whatever Rhea Ripley's gonna be doing, but it does bring some sort of relevancy to go after Io Sky because she's kind of drifted away, man, into being irrelevant. So I mean, I, Jade Cargill, I've been saying it like, where is she at? If she comes out, Paul, and she wins, I think it's a disaster. I do, man. Look, okay. They brought AJ Styles. AJ Styles made his debut at the Royal Rumble. He didn't win it.
Right.
So, I mean, Jade Cargill could still, as a matter of fact, she could start a program in the Royal Rumble where her and somebody else eliminate one another. And now, hey, that's gonna be the storyline. You know what I mean? It could be
Yeah.
Jade Cargill and
Bianca.
Bianca. Bianca. They eliminate each other and they're beefing with each other, and now they're gonna have a program together. I,
Yeah. Who
I
has
want to.
they're going to be fighting over who has the best steroids?
Good gosh, man.
Just joking.
Eh, I do want to put this out there, man. I don't know if anybody heard this. Okay, I heard it. I heard Bianca Belair was interviewed, and she said that she loved the fact when she was champion. However, it was very, very draining and very stressful because she had to be flying here, there, and everywhere for
Mhm.
all these interviews. And she said she appreciated being women's champion. She loved it, but it was very stressful. It took a lot of time away from her family, from being home, and all the work that it comes with it. She didn't say that she doesn't want to be champion anymore, but she was kind of putting it out there like,
Yeah.
I'm kind of good. She was kind of putting it out there, Paul, like, you know what? I'm good. I'm good with just not being women's champion. I'm not saying that's what she said, but she was putting it out there like it was a little too stressful.
I could see
I
that, bro. I could see that
yeah.
because right now they got mommy everywhere. Australia, she's everywhere, bro. So that makes sense.
Yeah, so I wonder if they would come up to her and say, "Hey, you know what? We got you winning the Royal Rumble," and it's her saying like, "Nah, I'm good. I just give me some good matches. Give me some good matches, and I don't need to be champion. I could." She was kind of like hinting, saying it without saying it, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, um, any surprises, Paul? I know you brought up Mercedes Monet, which is Sasha Banks. Any big surprises that you think might be coming out? I know, you know, um, There was talks that Charlotte is recovering nicely. I still think it's way too soon.
Yeah,
But
it's way too soon.
any surprises, Paul?
Um, man, we could see AJ. You never know. Could be time for AJ to come back. AJ Lee, CM Punk's
Okay.
wife.
Yeah.
Definitely Michelle McCool will probably be there like every year, like whoop de doo, you know. And
Right.
yeah, I don't know. I can't really think of anybody else, but I do think they're going to put a lot of those people like the that we don't care about from NXT, like the girls who lost their tag team belts, people like that. You know, um, yeah, I think a bunch of NXT fill-ins, man.
Okay. Okay. I'm with you, man. When like Michelle McCool, it's like, okay, she's just taking up a spot because she's not gonna win.
Hmm.
So I'm the kind of like, all right, it is the nostalgia still there? I don't think it is.
Yeah,
I think it's gone. It's kind of like, okay, there's no big surprise here.
yeah.
So
Nobody even knows who she was no more. You know.
right, right,
Yeah,
right, right.
it's really, it would be horrible to throw Lita in there. That's like throwing Booker T in there. You know. Just like, oh man. And then it'd be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Also, Nia Jax when she comes out, because everybody
Right.
always goes after her the way they did Andre. But it would be interesting if they treat Raquel that way. They treat her
Mm,
like a giant. And see what they're going to do with her next.
okay. So let me just ask you this: does Sasha Bank make an appearance or not?
No, no, she got
Okay.
offered, dude, 25 million for 5 years.
Mm,
Dude, that's like triple, 4 times what she's going to be making with WWE. Yeah, she's not going to get notoriety in I mean, in AEW like she would WWE, but I'd be gone. I'd be in AEW. Dude,
mm,
she's set for life.
okay.
But the only thing, she's like 32 years old. So let's say after 5 years, she'll be 37. Her career's
Mm,
almost done, bro. So she comes back to WWE, she'll be washed up, kind of. You
okay.
know?
All right. So now let's give our picks. Okay. Here's how I want it, not what I'm picking, but what I want to happen. What I would want to happen is for Nia Jax to dominate the Royal Rumble, completely dominate. Let her come out. I get it. She's a bigger chick. So I don't know if you can have her at number one or number two or number
Right.
three. Um, but I would want her to dominate. Have her come in at like number 10 and start cleaning house, man. And maybe the only one that gives her a little bit of run for her money is Raquel Rodriguez. But I want Naya to dominate and go after Rhea Ripley. Do I think that's going to happen? I could see Nia Jax winning. I can also see Bailey winning. My, I'll pass it to you, Paul.
Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna go with Becky Lynch. And I think the odd shot, I'll give Becky Lynch 60%. 40%, I'll go with Bailey. And if Bailey does not win, this is just something I'm hoping for. Okay, so
Mm,
they've been talking for weeks that we're gonna do this. Kabuki Warriors, you guys are gonna win the tag belts. Io Sky, you're gonna win. You have the other belt, the championship, the women's championship. I'm gonna go in the Royal Rumble. I'm gonna win, and I'm gonna get this belt, and we're gonna control and have this. Well, when Bailey doesn't win, I hope it happens at Royal Rumble after the match. She's one of the last two or something, because
mm,
they're playing with our mind. We're thinking Bailey might win and they're going to consolidate the belt. She doesn't win. She gets thrown out and she ends up getting beat down by her own faction, you know?
mm.
And then
Okay.
it would be interesting if Sasha Banks came out. That would be kind of interesting. But Cholo, I know this. Would you really want to pay Sasha Banks all that money? Is she really worth it for WWE? She walked out on you twice, you know? It's just her MO. What do you think?
I think she's a good wrestler. I think she's a very popular wrestler. I think she, brings a little bit of eyeball. She brings a fan base, yeah. But I mean, if it's gonna be dealing with her, where it's like if I don't get my way, I'm out, walking out, and really truly walking out, yeah, it's something you gotta really consider, you know?
Yeah, and so my pick is definitely the orange chick, Becky
Uh,
Lynch. And but I'll preface that if Jade Cargill comes in, she will win. But I like what you said, bro, that she could get in a brawl and they throw each other out over the top rope, like with Bianca Belair, and
mhm,
neither one of them looks bad, you know. So
right.
that's something to think about too.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I'll make my pick. Okay, so man, to me, it's a toss up between Bailey and Nia Jax.
I love those picks.
Yeah, I can't see anybody else. Oh, damn, it'll be a disaster if Becky Lynch wins, man.
I know.
Um, I don't see any of the NXT chicks winning or anybody like on the lower tier or anything like that. You know what? I'm gonna go Nia Jax. I think Nia Jax wins. I'm not sure where Nia Jax goes after this, man. She's squashing everybody.
Right?
Is it possible that they were giving this girl a push for a while? Freaking what's her face? Shotzi. They were giving her a push. I mean, you can't have her win.
No way.
No,
You
so I'm
shouldn't
I'm
even
gonna
have her
go.
in it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Nia Jax. Yeah, I go Nia Jax with just a little side note of I could see Bailey winning as well. So, but my pick is Nia Jax.
Man, either one of those picks, bro, would be great and excellent, man. That would be so cool.
Yeah,
That would be like the WWE back office giving us what we want.
right,
But we all
right.
know they sometimes, man, they're hard headed and sometimes they only want to push Becky. You know, we have to get her back in that spot. It's like Charlie, bro. Change it up, bro. Man, Nia, where does Nia go after this, man? If she
Right,
loses. So I agree. I
exactly.
agree, man. So the next one, bro. Here we go. You ready?
Yes, sir.
United States Championship. Logan Paul, champion, versus Kevin Owens. I throw it to you.
Okay. SmackDown has two part-time champions in your tribal chief and Logan Paul.
Yes, sir.
Um, Man, I like Logan Paul. I don't care what anybody says. I don't think the guy's an embarrassment to wrestling. I think the guy's excitement to wrestling. He takes his craft
Yes.
serious and the guy can actually wrestle. In my opinion, the best celebrity wrestler of all time, actually, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, yeah. So Logan Paul's got to win this match. Kevin Owens is a really great in-ring performer, especially for his size, man. He really is. The way he moves and all that, kind of like a reminds me of a Bam Bam Bigelow sort of man. Bam Bam
Yeah.
Bigelow, yeah, Bam Bam Bigelow was not supposed to be moving like that for his size, but he was, and Kevin Owens kind of does the same thing.
That's
I
right.
this,
Hey, Bam Bam used to do that roll too, huh, to the corner.
yeah,
He used to
man,
do like a
yeah.
roll. Yeah.
I I'll be real, Paul. I don't really see a lot of excitement for this match. If it didn't have Logan Paul in it, I don't know anybody who even gives two shoots about this match, man. You know, all respects to Kevin Owens, but and I like Kevin Owens, but if this match didn't have Logan Paul, who cares about this, right? I don't see Kevin Owens beating Logan Paul. K- Yeah, no. I mean, come on, man. You're gonna have a Canadian as the United States champion? Come on, man. This is the US of A, baby.
Right.
You know? You can't have a Canadian as our champion, Pablo. Come on, man. Where's your patriotism at, Holmes?
Right. Right.
I got Logan Paul winning this match.
Yeah, man. You know, I agree with you. This has been the match that Logan Paul has been in that has been the most low brow that people aren't talking about it as much. Usually, like when he fought Ricochet or whoever, The Miz, man, we were excited, you know.
Mm,
This one's kind of like, but is it like that because it's, because compared to the Royal Rumble, the Royal Rumble's outshining it? Or I think maybe Logan Paul hasn't put in the work he needs to promo this like
mm,
usual.
mm.
But yeah, this match I'm not too excited about. Um, Kevin Owens is a great performer. I don't know that I don't know the chemistry is really working between these two. I don't know if the chemistry is really working. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? I'm not sure the chemistry is really there, man. I mean, think about it, Paul. What you just mentioned right there. He had a match with Ricochet, and people were much more invested. And we're talking about Ricochet here, right? Now,
Exactly. Exactly.
Ricochet's, in my opinion, is a really good wrestler, but he's so irrelevant,
Right.
you know. And people were much more invested in that. People were much more invested in everything Logan Paul has been doing, but people are not showing interest in this match right here. And Kevin Owens is somewhat, he's somewhat of a household name. People, he's relevant, and for one reason or another, it's just not working.
Yeah, and I think it's the chemistry. I don't know what it is. Maybe Kevin Owens is too serious a fighter or whatever, man. But I hope half the fight is not Kevin Owens holding his hand. Oh, my hand hurts, or But what I see playing out in this match, I think we could see Sami Zayn's return. I think
Mm,
definitely A Town and his buddy are going to come out and try to help and go against Kevin, but I think we could see a Sammy. Somehow they make it exciting. And I think this match, even though we're not excited for it, could be a surprise us and be an actual good match. But at the end of the day, I see Mr. Logan going out with the title, man. I can't see no other way. Who wants to see the title on Kevin Owens? I don't. I think that's lame. He don't need the title, bro. He's exciting enough without it. Man, he needs to go into some great feud, man, with like Bobby Lashley or somebody, bro.
mm.
He just needs something else. But Kevin Owens, he's good, but he needs a different dance partner. This dance partner ain't working. And yeah, Logan Paul, they got to keep the title on him at least till WrestleMania. Have a good WrestleMania match. I don't know against who, but that would be dope. So I'm gonna
I,
pick
I,
Logan Paul.
yeah, I agree. Keep the strap on Logan Paul to WrestleMania. If you can have him drop it at WrestleMania, not at the Rumble against KO. And I'm also gonna agree with you, Paul. This match might be, when we're just talking about in-ring performance, I think this match could be the match of the night.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. Now Kevin Owens could go, bro. Kevin Owens could
Yes.
go, and we all know, man, this guy, Mr. Logan Paul, puts on a show, bro. And
Yeah.
and 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 also, dude, Logan Paul has so many followers, bro. Outside of wrestling, to take the
Mm.
title off him now would be dumb, bro. Do it at WrestleMania. He has too much
Right.
promotion behind him, bro.
Yeah.
He's a
Yeah.
billionaire on paper, he says. Wow, that guy's doing it, bro. His prime is everywhere, man. Have you tried that stuff?
No. Oh, you know what? Have I? No, 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 no. It's been here in my house, but no, I haven't tried it. But I'm so with you, man, that this match, while nobody seems to really care about it, is probably going to be the best match of the night in ring performance wise. Both of these guys can go, and we got to keep the strap on Logan Paul to take that momentum to WrestleMania.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, yeah, and apparently that's gonna be apparently that match is actually gonna be about. I'm sorry, that match is actually gonna be after the next match we're gonna get into.
Yeah, yeah, man. So we're
Logan.
both picking Logan. So that's obvious, man. Again, I'll just emphasize that putting the title on Kevin is lame.
Mm,
Um, I don't know, man. The whole Kevin Sammy didn't work out. I don't know. he's a great fighter, man. Like when Kevin Owens was feuding with Elias or Ezekiel, that was funny, bro. That was funny. You know, he needs something like that kind of dance partner, like going against the Miz or something like that, man. He needs something like that. So, yeah, man. Shall we move on?
Oh my god! I just want to. You brought
What's
up
up?
Ezekiel
Yes,
when he
sir.
was feuding with Ezekiel, and that storyline went nowhere. We never got to find out, was it Elias? Was it Ezekiel? What's
Yeah,
up? What's up, Vanessa? How you doing, homegirl? Oh
yeah.
man.
I
All
think
right.
I think the last we heard, uh, Ezekiel was in a coma. Ezekiel was in a coma, and they were all at the hospital bed, and they had all the brothers and sisters of Elias, and even the mom had a beard.
Good God,
Uh,
man.
that
Let's
was
move
funny.
on, dog.
Okay, do we want to hit the men's Royal Rumble match or the Universal title?
Apparently, the Universal title match is gonna be the second match. Apparently, but no,
Well,
let's whatever you want, man.
yeah, we gotta save the tribal chief for last, bro, because
Okay,
that really is the main event in my opinion.
let's do it.
But Royal Rumble, bro, men's match, bro. Let me tell you some of the names that I see the WWE is promoting on their website. So they have Santos Escobar, they have R-Truth, they have Jimmy Uso, which is interesting. They
Mm-hmm.
have Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Gunther, Shinsuke Nakamura, Damian Priest, and Bobby Lashley, bro. That's a lot of talent in that place, bro. In that Royal
Mm-hmm.
Rumble, those are some huge names. So, man, this should be exciting, man. But I'll throw it to you for the first couple of words.
Yeah, man. There is a lot of talent right there. They've really been throwing a bunch of sidewinders at us to kind of confuse us a little bit. Like, okay, who's it gonna be? Like, what was the whole thing with Gunther coming out and having that face to face with Seth Rollins? You know, like, okay, does that hold any value? Yet Gunther is still Intercontinental Champion. Um, Bobby Lashley, man, he's really starting to come up a little bit. So much talent right there. The whole thing that happened last night with behind backstage with Paul Heyman talking to Jimmy, saying like, "Hey, Jimmy, you need to win the Royal Rumble." I mean, it was what a performance by Paul Heyman, man.
Yep,
I mean, damn, he's the greatest. But
yep.
I mean, really getting into Jimmy's head that no, you need to do this. What's the word with Jay, man? That's kind of that's interesting to me.
Right. He's
But
been sidelined. I've been thinking he might be a little bit injured, bro, because he hasn't been out there too much, you know?
right, yeah,
So he might be
yeah.
hiding an injury, bro.
Okay. Okay. So, I mean, yeah, man, there's a lot of different good stories you can go with this. And, we still don't know what's up with Seth freaking Rollins. If we just assume that he will be at WrestleMania, I could see many different stories on which way it should go for each of the champions, Roman or Seth. But I'm kind of still banking on The Rock. But
Yeah.
Paul, who comes out first? Who are the first two to come out to start the Rumble?
I would say one of the first ones are going to be Cody. I would
Okay.
say Cody's going to come out and last through it. And yeah, I think they have to push that he's a hard guy, working man, son of a plumber, all that stuff. And yeah, man, it should be interesting. Either that or the other one I see coming out first or second too is Gunther. They're really pushing
Mm.
Gunther right now, man. And
Mhm.
yeah, we'll get more into that, but that's who I see.
Okay, okay. I could see Gunther coming out number one, number two, and sticking around for quite a while, and then getting eliminated. So I could see that. Um, any surprise entries here? Any nostalgia? Anybody that like, does Brock Lesnar come in? I read today with all the all the shenanigans that's going on that Brock Lesnar's return was completely xed out, and they're not gonna have Brock Lesnar return to the WWE, not just at the Rumble, but they're just not gonna have him around. Did you think that Brock Lesnar possibly could come into the Rumble?
Yeah, definitely to start his feud with Gunther. But I agree with the new allegations and all that stuff. I don't think we'll see Brock for a while. Just like Slim Jim paused their sponsorship
Right.
of, I think the same thing. They're pausing with Brock for a while, and they got to. They
Mhm.
got to, man, till this thing calms down. This is like the first week with this, and man, what a time for it to hit. So
Yeah.
yeah, but I haven't heard too many surprise entrants. I mean, the star power alone in this match is incredible. It's incredible. And wow, I don't know. It's been a couple of years since I've seen so many top stars that could possibly take it. I look at if you believe the talking heads and all the wrestling websites, they switched. Right now they're either saying CM Punk but most of them are saying Gunther's gonna win, man. And
Wow.
yeah, and they said Gunther's gonna win. And let me tell you this: if Gunther wins and goes on to headline WrestleMania, let's say he goes against Seth Rollins,
Mhm.
wins the title, he's a double champion, whatever. Then what, bro? Gunther, he would be like a Bob Backlund.
Mm.
He's a decent wrestler, but it'd be like not a lot of excitement, bro. Not a lot of excitement for Gunther. I can't see him drawing in the crowds. Now, if they want
Right.
to draw in the crowds, the winner you would think has to be either CM Punk or Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, one of those. We also have the Damian Priest factor, right?
To win the Rumble you're talking about?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, going on and to go on and because I'm thinking, right, this is that with the winner headlines WrestleMania, right?
Yes.
So if you want to draw people to WrestleMania, Gunther's not the face, bro. Gunther's
Well,
not
I
the
okay.
face.
Okay, I would say this. I would say this. I say the tribal chief is going to headline WrestleMania, right? So if whoever wins the Royal Rumble, if they go after Seth, it might be main event night one, but main event night two, it's going to be whatever the tribal chief has going on.
Yeah, and we all know right now it's going to be The Rock right now because
Mm,
The Rock has said. In fact, I was watching yesterday. The Rock is pushing for it.
yes,
The Rock's pushing for it. So if he's pushing for it, dude, he's on the board. It's gonna
yeah.
happen, and I think that's a great main event, bro. Just
Uh,
doesn't get bigger than that, bro.
I completely agree. So this is my question to you, Paul. Does it matter who wins the Royal Rumble? Meaning, does it matter to you who they choose to go after, or do you automatically think whoever wins the Rumble is going after Seth freaking Rollins?
Yes, yes. Seth. If they do a
Okay.
surprise like Jimmy Uso winning, they
Hmm.
because Paul told them they want Seth's belt to bring it back, to bring it back into the
Okay.
bloodline. Everybody here, Cody could kind of finish the story, not fully, but if they give it to Cody, he getting that belt is still big because Dusty never did it, right?
Right. Right.
He can get Roman later.
There,
CM Punk's whole goal was just to headline WrestleMania. So
mm,
somehow I believe CM Punk is gonna headline WrestleMania. That was his goal to do that. So I don't think he's necessarily gonna win WrestleMania, but I think he'll be in there somehow, triple threat or whatever. And the worst case scenario, man, Gunther. Gunther. I don't know, man. I'm a Gunther fan, bro, but I'm not a Gunther fan for Mania.
yeah, you and Essa Benny, the biggest Gunther fans, the biggest fans of that horrible big splash from the top rope, man.
his knees land like 2 days before the rest of his body.
Good gosh, man. Okay. I'm in agreement with you. Look, I believe that we are gonna get Rock versus Roman. I
Yes.
I do believe that. nothing now stops that. So
No,
whoever wins
nothing,
is going. Yeah,
nothing.
yeah. No, I dropped a video earlier this week talking about the Rock had came out and said in an interview that that would be the biggest WrestleMania match ever. And that's that's something to discuss about because it might, who knows, But yeah, it would definitely be against Seth Rollins. Um, Cody winning the Rumble to me, Paul, I no, nah, I'm not down with that, big dog. No, I'm not. It can happen. I'm not saying it can't. Um, I don't think that's a good idea, man. CM Punk, everybody knows how I feel about CM Punk. I think the dude is completely overrated. I get it for one reason. He's got a huge fan base. He wins it, goes after Seth Rollins. Look, what's best for business, right?
Right,
What,
exactly.
okay, what's best for business? So if I had to put money, I don't think it's a bad bet having CM Punk win and main eventing with Seth freaking Rollins. If I had to put some money down, that's not a bad bet. Do I want that, man? Heck no.
Yeah.
Um, Also, let me go ahead and throw this out there, Paul. The the main event for the men's, and we're gonna get to that. We're gonna
Yeah.
get to that. But apparently it is slated to take place before the men's Royal Rumble.
Uh-huh.
Any chance we see one of those guys get into the Royal? If it does go down that way, any chance we see one of those guys and see somebody like LA Knight win it or Randy Orton win it?
Anything's possible, man. What about this? Let me throw this at you.
Mhm.
Surprise entrance, The Rock.
Ah,
Right? Right? All right. Wouldn't that be awesome?
would it though, Paul? Would it really?
Well, it would just hype up to make WrestleMania the biggest ever. You know what I mean?
Ah,
I'm just saying it, man. That would be a magnitude earthquake shift that would everybody in the world would be, oh my gosh, The Rock's going to WrestleMania. This is the biggest platform for them to do it on. The world will be talking. ESPN, Fox Sports, everybody will be talking. Not only that, the UFC, because they're related, everybody will be talking about this match. It would be the biggest time to do it. So no one's expecting it, but that would be the biggest time. And then Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, and all them could get thrown out, and no one will care. I mean, it would be understandable. Man,
right,
how
right.
how how are they going to pick between CM Punk and Cody Rhodes? That's the thing everybody's tripping on. You know,
Okay, okay. And look, okay. If I'm going by what you're saying right there, okay. Um the elimination chamber is next month and they could do something where like, okay, how do we pick somebody to challenge Seth Rollins? What could be the winner of the elimination chamber?
exactly,
They,
exactly.
yeah, they could do it like that. But let me go ahead and say this, Paul, because I've heard people say what you're saying. It's like, hey, what if The Rock comes out, wins the Rumble? Man, isn't the Royal Rumble way beneath The Rock though? Like I don't know, man. It almost seems to me like it's too cheap for The Rock to get in there, man, and do something like that. I don't know, man. It just doesn't.
But
It doesn't sound. It doesn't sound right. But
if
the
he was
more I'm
number
thinking,
30, if he was
uh
number
huh.
30, bro, coming in to challenge Roman, oh, that would be so dope.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. I'm not against it. Okay. I want to let everybody know I'm not against it, and that will definitely build up the road to WrestleMania. Honestly, man, I think it probably be the biggest build up ever from the Royal Rumble leading up to WrestleMania. I don't see The Rock doing that. It's like way. I love the Royal Rumble, man. It's just like way beneath him. Is it not?
There's so yeah, like you said though, there's elimination. There's so many ways to do it, bro. There's so many ways to bring The Rock in to challenge Roman. This I think this would be it's a little beneath, but this is the start of the road to WrestleMania, man. If they announce it now that The Rock and Roman, man, bro, everybody's going to be expected. Tickets are going to sell out for Mania in a second. You know, man, it's going to be wild, bro. It's going to be wild. I'm going to be ordering my pizza already, bro. Yeah.
Okay. Look, Esa Benny. Look, if The Rock does come in, he has to be number 30, right? It has to be that way.
Yes.
And I don't think he needs to be in there that long. Have him come in and maybe be in there. Honestly, I would say less than 2 minutes. Make the eliminations pretty fast, and make that happen. If that's the way it's gonna go down, I'm not against it. I just don't see it happening. I don't see The Rock being part of the Royal Rumble. What's up, Ruben Sanchez? Glad you made it, man. I just don't see that happening. If it happens, hey, Mazel tov, Holmes. A toda madre o un desmadre. I'm in. I am
Right.
in because I want this WrestleMania match. So I'm not against it. That's if he's in. Okay. If he's in, hands down, Rock wins. Hands down. There's no way Rock gets eliminated. None. Let's say he's not in, though, Paul. Now what happened? Who takes it and why?
Yeah, man. That's the thing. That's the thing everybody's saying. CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, right? It has to be one of them. Man, it's like finish the story or his dream to headline WrestleMania, man. Who is going to take it? And it could be that they know already that Seth is not going to be in it. They might know that
Okay.
Seth is really hurter than he's saying, you know?
Right.
Who knows,
Right.
bro? Maybe he's more hurt than they're saying, and they're just waiting to get the Rumble over. And then they're going to announce Seth is out. That builds CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes because their promo they did together, dude, that was pretty sick, bro. That was a pretty sick promo. So, yeah, we'll see where it goes. The one thing I don't want, like I said, is Gunther. Does anybody out there in the audience want Gunther? I don't think so.
No, I'm sure I said Benny does. I'm sure that's what Benny does. He's out there and he's out there in the mile high. He's not getting a lot of oxygen up to his brain. That's why he wants Gunther.
Oh
Shout
man,
out, shout
he's
out to the box
replaying.
state.
He's replaying the frog splash over and over and over. Hey, is he the one? Is he the one who sent the letters in that instead of putting Mean Gene at the end of the videos, he wants you to put Gunther doing those frog splash?
Maybe I should do that, man. Maybe I should do that. But okay, Lou. Okay, to finish up. Okay, we're both in agreement. If The Rock is in the Rumble, hands down, he wins. Hands down. There's no argument with that. If he is not in the Rumble, the whole thing to me, Pablo, is what's going on with Seth. If Seth cannot compete at Mania, then they gotta do something between Punk and Cody Rhodes. They gotta do something. They did have that did cut that promo face to face on Monday Night Raw. So there's got to be something there. I think if Seth has to relinquish the title, there's got to be something there. And by the way, is there does it have to be a one-on-one? Can one of those guys weasel their way in and it be a triple threat match at WrestleMania?
Of course, of course.
I think I think honestly, Paul, honestly, I think I'd rather see that than a one-on-one between CM Punk and Rollins or Cody and Rollins. I think I'd rather like to see a triple threat match.
Yeah, and that gives them a way to save face without bearing, you know, because Seth Rollins was already before he won the title, he was getting pinned here and there.
Mm,
So pinning Seth at WrestleMania would be a way of saving both of them, you know.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to bury Cody, you don't want to bury CM Punk right now because they're both hot, you know.
Right.
But
Right.
whoever, but CM Punk winning, I mean CM Punk, Cody winning right now, the WrestleMania, going on to win this and WrestleMania, man, that gives him a kind of a new John Cena in a sense, you know.
Phew.
Hey, did you see?
I-
Did you? And I'm talking babyface wise.
Okay.
Did you see when they were faced off with each other? Man, CM Punk had a way louder cheering, but towards the end, it got pretty half and half. Did you notice that?
Not really. No.
Yeah, CM Punk, like it was overwhelmingly like a CM Punk crowd, you know, and then but halfway through it was like half and half. It's like some of them turned over to Cody. So Cody's getting a lot of good press, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Esa Benny, not us, big dog. Not us. We're enjoying life, except if Gunther wins. Then I'm not enjoying life, Holmes. Then I'm stuck in depression. But so so I'll give my pick on who wins the Royal Rumble. I don't want this. I don't want this to happen. I want to make it 100% clear.
Don't say it. Don't
Do
say it.
not. I
No,
don't
don't say
want
it.
this to happen. But it's gonna be CM Punk.
Okay. I thought you were going to
I'm
say
against
somebody
it.
else.
I'm completely against it. I do not want Punk to win. I want to make that 100% clear. But if The Rock is in it, he wins. If he's not in it, I think CM Punk wins.
Wow.
Yeah,
That
that's my pick.
that's money wise. That's
Right.
money wise the way to go, man. Being the
Best for
way he's
business.
selling, yeah, best for business. But man, dude, I don't think it's too far behind. You know that Cody having a Cody win too. I don't think it's too far behind. They could always find a way to get
Mm,
Punk in there later on. You know, through the
mm,
elimination chamber or something. You know, so
but then
I
you're but
go ahead.
then you're eliminating CM Punk from the
No,
Royal Rumble.
right. But what I'm saying though is like elimination chamber, other places. Somehow they could always bring them in later. You know,
I agree. Okay, I agree. But if he were not in the Royal Rumble match, then I would say yes. But because he's in the Royal Rumble match, that means somebody has to eliminate him. And
yeah,
I don't see them doing that.
yeah. And I know you're going to disagree with this, but hear me out. Okay, this is like you see how big CM Punk is. The crowds
Yeah.
like at the way it went. You know, there was always right. It went from Hogan, Stone Cold, The Rock, John Cena. In a lot of people's minds, and I know you're going to laugh. At the end of John Cena, it was CM Punk. Okay.
Okay.
Now we forget that he was like a megastar. So I see what you're saying. Like putting a megastar to lose is not good. But
Right.
I don't know if Triple H sees him as a megastar anymore. I think Triple H is probably still like, hey, we got to watch this dude a bit longer. I think
Ooh,
so. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to pick. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Cody Rhodes.
ooh,
Cody Rhodes.
your daddy's not here anymore, CM Punk. Wow, man. Wow, wow.
I'm
Hey,
gonna
by
go
the way,
Cody.
by the way, man, word is that Booker T might be in the Royal Rumble.
Oh
Anyway,
no,
he wins.
he better if he comes, dude, he better wear some shorts, bro. Something, some Stone Cold shorts or something, because those bow legs, you know.
All right, man. So I got Punk. You got
Cody Rhodes,
all
Cody
right, man.
Rhodes, Cody
And a
Rhodes, unless The Rock, like you said.
yes, yes. And we would defer if The Rock is in it. There's no way The Rock loses if he's in it. But
So we all
all
agree.
right,
What we're saying though is me and you both agree that without The Rock, this match is all about Seth Rollins' belt.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. If CM Punk wins, whoever wins this the men's Royal Rumble, I think it's going after Seth Rollins, not the Tribal Chief.
Yeah, man. And wow, here we go, bro. All right. We did this match last. It's not the main event. The men's Royal Rumble is the main event. But here we go. Roman Reigns faces Randy Orton, AJ Styles, and LA Knight in a fatal four-way match for the Universal title. Man, what do you say, bro? How invested are you in this match? 1 to 10. And what are you thinking?
I'm highly invested, say like a number, maybe an 8.5. I like the
Ooh,
build
that's
up to
big.
this. Yeah, I like the build up to this match, man. They've been doing pretty damn good. And I'm still kind of pondering with the fact that Roman Reigns can lose. I'm not picking him to lose, but I could see it happening. It's a fatal four-way. I could see him dropping the strap, but he doesn't have to be pinned. As a matter of fact, I was talking to my son about this, and he's all like, "Hey, the match is slated to be before the Royal Rumble. So how about Roman loses the strap without getting pinned, and he enters the Royal Rumble match and wins the Royal Rumble?" Which, and I'm like, yeah, and I'm like,
That's funny.
yeah, but that takes away the whole that means the Rock match is not going to happen then. So, but I do like this match. I do like the way they ended SmackDown yesterday. Randy coming out, beating the dog doodles out of everybody, and then LA Knight hitting them
Boom.
there with blunt force trauma. I will be wearing, by the way, for everybody watching, I will be rocking my LA Knight shirt tonight. Um, well, I'll pass it to you. What's your investment in this match? Do you like the build up?
You know, oh, man. I think the odd man out is AJ Styles, man.
I agree.
Unfortunately,
I agree. I agree.
these other three guys are monster superstars. AJ Styles is getting pinned no matter what. You know, he's you know, he's getting pinned. Let's see. Man, Randy Orton, they're pushing it like he's unstoppable. He's gonna win, like he's the man. Like last night, right? He's the
Mhm.
man, and out of nowhere, here comes Mr. CM. I mean, Mr. CM, Mr. LA Knight, man. They say,
Mhm.
oh, don't count your chickens yet. You forgot about this guy. That's what they're telling us.
Right, right.
So here's my thoughts, man. You know, I'm not going to give my pick yet, but here's a fun little thing that I'm going to go with and throw it at you. Like that little story that you shared. Here's my little story.
Okay.
Okay. The end of the match is near. Here comes. Now we talked about The Rock. The Rock's not in the Royal Rumble after all, right? He's not
Okay.
in it or whatever. But out comes The Rock and causes the tribal chief to lose. Causes him to lose. That sets up a WrestleMania match right there, where they don't need the title. They don't need the title, and man, that would be kind of dope because when they were interviewing The Rock, he said he doesn't need the title. He's going after that necklace that Romans wears. You
Yes.
know,
Yeah.
so it doesn't have to be about the title in The Rock's mind. And I don't know if he was throwing a hint. So yeah, so I'll go with that for right now. I'll throw it back at you.
Okay. First of all, I said, Benny, damn it, dog, you pulled my covers. I'm wearing that lime green suit that Seth freaking Rollins was wearing on Monday Night Raw, man. I'll tell you, dog, he's got some quite of style, man. Seth freaking Rollins does. But he's over, dog. I was there in Ontario when he was there, and he was standing there for quite a few minutes, and everyone was whoa, 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 the whole chant. Um, yeah, Paul. And by the way, The Rock doesn't need to interfere in this match. He just needs to come out. He doesn't even need to go down to the ring, right? It could just be Roman Reigns outside of the ring or something like that, The Rock, you just hear the music. If you smell, and The
Yeah.
Rock and he comes
Oh,
out and stays on the stage. He doesn't even walk down to the ring. He just comes out. Roman is like, what the F? He's
yep.
looking at The Rock. And then, I don't know, Randy Orton rolls up, AJ Styles, 1, 2, 3. You got a new champion, and The Rock is just standing on the stage, just looking at Roman, right? They don't even need to be, in close proximity to one another. They could just be at the distance. And that's that. And that changes the whole game on the Royal Rumble as well, right? Because now you got a new champion. But um, does that happen? I wouldn't put my money on it. But if we are gonna get Rock Roman at WrestleMania, it kind of cheapens it for me, Paul, just a tad bit if Roman is champion, because there's no way The Rock becomes champion. So um I'm definitely picking Roman to win the match. I'm just trying to bring up different scenarios where he can lose, and I
Right.
think
That's what
great
I'm doing.
idea. Yeah, and I think it's a great idea for it to be a fatal four-way if you are going to get the strap off of Roman, where yes, he loses, but he doesn't get pinned, and there's a big distraction. So I do like it. I can see it happening. I'm just not picking that to happen.
Right. 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 So ultimately, how do you think this match is going to end?
All right. So um I do think Roman remains champion. Um but for the first time since maybe WrestleMania last year, am I really starting to think, okay, Roman Reigns, he can lose. I never thought that he could lose. Well, no, I kind of thought he might have lost to LA Knight just because LA Knight was so hot.
Right.
Um, but I think it was at WrestleMania where I really felt like, okay, Cody Rhodes, I think it was kind of like a 50-50 to me. Here is not a 50-50 to me. I still think Roman comes out champion 70% and 30% of him losing it without him getting pinned. So I do think Roman wins. I think it'll be a good match. I do, man. Um, I think Roman gets the pin, and I'm gonna agree with you, Paul. I think it's over AJ Styles. I don't think he pins LA Knight. I don't think he pins Randy Orton. I think AJ Styles is gonna take the 1, 2, 3 on this. And let's also remember that AJ Styles is from a faction called the OC, but they've
Right.
kind of been somewhat, you know, not, I don't know if I should say beefing, but I don't know if he's still from it, if he's not. Do they make an entrance here? Do they beef it with one another? Do they finally break up this faction, which completely sucks? Nobody cares about the OC.
Right.
Um, but I do think he takes the pin.
Yeesh. Yeah, that's 100%. 100%. I agree with you, man. AJ Styles is definitely getting pinned. And I think there's no way that Roman's losing the belt. I really don't. I think that Roman's going to Mania with the belt, that he's going beyond Mania, and even I counting the days beyond SummerSlam, because
Wow.
To beat Hulk Hogan and them, he has to get 1,400 and some days, and right now he's on what 12 something. So I think Roman's going to have it till at least the end of the year. It is getting old. It is getting stale because he's not there so much. You know,
Right.
I know what you said before. Hey, he doesn't have to be there all the time or defend all the time, but this is ridiculous, bro. It
Yeah.
like gets me upset because look at this. You got LA Knight, you got Randy Orton, bro, superstars, and they're
Mhm.
being held down, bottle capped because Roman. They got the belt on Roman. Like, look at Raw. I mean, the Royal Rumble. How much talent and all this talent can only come up so far because of Roman having the belt sitting at home. So You know, and hey, Roman earned that, bro. He carried this company for a couple of years. He's a superstar. He earned it, man. I can't say nothing about it. He earned it. So I can't hate on
Yeah,
the guy too much. You know what I mean? He earned it,
right.
and all these guys wish they could earn that. You know, Brock earned it where he could come in once in a while, you know, supposedly. But so I'm gonna pick due to cheating, due to the bloodline, maybe even a new member, a new cousin or something coming in, Roman will win. And because all these guys are going to turn on each other and it leaves it fair. If they were smart, they would jump on the dude and beat him up and get him out or something. But, you know,
Okay.
this Roman, go ahead.
Okay. Let me since we're both picking Roman Reigns, let me throw this at you.
Yeah.
If you had to choose somebody else to win, you got to think about storyline, you got to think about leading up to WrestleMania, you got to think about all that. If you had to choose somebody else to win this match, who would it be and why?
Oh, no doubt, Randy. No
Okay.
doubt, Randy. But let me preface that, though. It
Mm,
would be Randy because you could see, man, the crowd's just into him. But this is what I would do if I was Triple H. Randy to Mania. Mania is only, what, 3 months away? That
yep.
would be his 15th title win or whatever it is. He would almost be at the record. Have him lose it to LA Knight at Mania. That would be dope.
Mm.
LA Knight needs that belt, man. I think LA Knight could carry it for a while, man. I think that would be so exciting. You know, um, yeah, that's what I would do.
I agree, man. If it's not gonna be Roman, yeah, I same thing. I would choose one Mr. RKO. I
Yeah,
would, man. Yeah,
yeah, but I
yeah.
think I think ultimately as a temporary, just to get it on LA Knight, it would be a shame
I,
all this popularity he got to not use it. Randy has the name. Randy's going to put people in the seats for Mania, but LA Knight could carry it for the next few years. You know.
LA Knight, I'm with you. LA Knight at some point needs to become champion.
I know he's not getting any younger, bro.
No. He. I mean, he's a superstar now. Unfortunately, he didn't become a superstar till he was what 41.
Yeah, and if they keep burying him, bro, it's never going to happen, bro. It's never
Yeah,
going to
man. So,
happen.
yeah, so the guy's he's burning hot right now. So you got to make him champion pretty damn soon. If not, yeah, he's gonna age out.
Age out, or the people are going to say it's never happening. They're going to give up on him, like they did Sami Zayn. You know, it's like, oh, it's never
Right.
going to happen. Oh well, what can we do, man? You can start
Hey,
saying you suck, Triple H, you suck.
hey, I agree. The rival, Jimmy and Jay. I think it'll be best if they both eliminate each other, which leads up to the feud to WrestleMania.
Is Jay in it?
We don't know as of yet. He's kind of been a little bit sidelined. He's been a little bit off camera. He is over. I mean, that's another big baby face right there. He is
Yeah,
over, and I think it's good to have him off camera. I don't know if he's nursing an injury or if it's all set up. Like, hey, you know what? We'll have you come back at Mania. I'm sorry, at Royal Rumble, and both of you guys eliminate each other. Like
yeah,
that would be
because
badass.
yeah, it would. And oh man, they got to get that going. Jimmy and Jay, that would be dope. That would be a
Absolutely.
dope WrestleMania. That starting, man, with The Rock, with CM Punk, with everybody, and then having that match. Geez,
Yeah.
WrestleMania would be great. But I don't see Jay. He's not on on the WWE website as being in the match. So let's hope he is.
Yeah, let's hope he is, man. Why is AJ in jeans though? I guess so they won't tear like his other. Remember
Yeah.
that one time they tore? I don't know. He's just. I remember they're just changing him up a little bit, I guess. But I for sure I believe he's taking the 1, 2, 3 tonight. He's getting pinned. So
Yes, definitely AJ. Poor AJ. Poor AJ. Yeah, will the OC
yeah,
be a part of it? Because they told him the other day, hey, we're still behind you. You know,
right.
could the
Yeah,
OC
yeah.
come out and cause them to lose, and then they go off against each other? Um, LA Knight, man, if he loses, I don't know what's next for him. Maybe he'll be feuding with Randy. Who
Mm,
knows? That would be kind of unfortunate though. But yeah, so we both pick Mr. Roman Reigns as the winner. You know,
And if it's not Roman, we both pick Randy Orton. I think it only makes sense. But
yeah. Can I go back really quick to the Royal Rumble?
yes, sir.
I forgot to bring this up. These are the 5 people that sports bettors think are going to come back today. And I'll read them to you really quick. In the Royal Rumble, Rey Mysterio, Sheamus, John Cena, Andrade, Charlotte's husband, and The Rock. The Rock. Those are the 5 right there. Interesting. Any thoughts on those?
Yeah, I mean, I do want to see Andrade back. Rey Mysterio, I mean, sure, why not? I look, I'm a Rey Mysterio fan. But well, I don't want to get into it. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame. He's still a full-time wrestler. It's like, come on, man, you know.
Just signed a new contract.
Yeah, you know, but it's cool, you know. It's not a big shocker to me if Rey Mysterio is in there. I don't think it's a big shocker if Andrade comes out either, man. If John Cena comes out, I think that's a pretty big shocker. Nobody's expecting him to be in the Rumble match. But nothing's gonna top The Rock.
Yeah, definitely. And if John Cena comes out, Gunther's throwing him out. Gunther's throwing him out. Watch. Man, let's just all pray out there in WWE land, in wrestling rehab land. Let's just all pray that it's not Gunther tonight. If it's Gunther tonight, you better put me and Cholo on suicide watch, man. Right?
Yeah, man. All right. Well, that will wrap it up, man. Here we go. The road to WrestleMania begins tonight here in just a few minutes, man. So I'm excited. Looks like they're gearing up for like a huge WrestleMania, man, if things go according to plan. So
don't forget before we close, might have an appearance of Hulk Hogan somewhere.
Oh, that's right.
40 years.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
dope.
that would be cool, man. That would be cool. So the Immortal Ones, come into the Royal Rumble and win the match. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right, man. Hey, shout outs to all the junkies out there. Cholo Trucker, from my man Pablo from the LA Times. Let's enjoy and let's see what happens as we start the road to WrestleMania. Wrestling Rehab. Catch you guys on next one.